have 16. Just pulling up on my Bloomberg. Popping up about 16% as we speak here in the aftermarket, and this is because of the company's outlook. Very upbeat.
Yeah, the company forecasts revenue for the first quarter. The guidance beat the average analyst estimate. The company sees revenue for the fourth quarter coming in between $665 to $670 million. The estimate was for $627 million.
Yeah, and this is a stock that's been on a tear in 2025. It's up about 41% year to date, so that's another one moving in the aftermarket. There was a big name that moved in the regular trade today.
Yeah, since early morning we've been following shares of Synopsys, the ticker SNPS. We see that the stock finished today almost 5% higher. This is, of course, often news that NVIDIA invested about $2 billion. So it is one of the by almost anyone who also designs chips. And as our very own Adlo pointed out earlier today, NVIDIA could use Synopsys as a kind of sales channel, because when clients would want to use Synopsys services, they could also use them together with NVIDIA chips. Keep in mind, guys, that the stock has been down by almost 14% through the end of last week. Today we see a big gain.
So again,
Shopify, the ticker is Shop. The stock is down by almost 6%. This is another kind of reading on U.S. consumers today. We told them consensus. I looked at the from Adobe Analytics on Thanksgiving and Black Friday. They saw sales increase by 5 to 9%, down from 9 to 10% a year ago. So kind of a mixed picture on U.S. consumers.
Yeah, I feel like there's some hesitation, and we had a conversation about private credit specifically, and just concerns about making some deals maybe in the consumer discretionary space, because worried about maybe some of the credit card debt. Yeah, we'll see when everything is said and done.
You have to say glass half full.
Yeah.
Cautiously optimistic.
Cautiously optimistic.
Is it the retailers that are coming out with new stuff that people
Oh, yeah. Look at this. There's Mangianos.
Hey, 304. I heard you in that bit ago. Hey, 304, you still up in here?
Maggiano's. Maggiano's, Little Italy. Little Italy. You see that, Jibu? That's Little Italy. Little Italy. Mangiano's, Little Italy. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Rover on Rover. classified location. We could tell you that there's a Macy's over here. There's a Bloomingdale's. There's all kinds of stores. We got the Chicken Band radio on. See that Macy's? Oh yeah, look at that. And this place expanded. Look at the size of that place. They actually built an elevated parking lot, and the parking lot is bigger. Is this a quiet exit? Is this a quiet exit? Oh, yes, it is. It's a quiet exit. It's a side exit. It's 5 p.m. here. It's 5 p.m. We gotta go left. There's a Starbucks. I don't drink that cocky Starbucks. It's cocky. It's caca. It's drinking caca. I always liked McDonald's coffee, believe it or not. It's simple, it's tasty, and it hits the spot. Wait a minute. We gotta turn in here because we gotta pull a U-turn. We gotta pull a U-turn. Oh yeah. Let's see. Let's do a Moe's. What the hell is Moe's? Southwest Grill. Moe's. We got to pull a U-turn here, so let's go over here. Got the Chicken Band radio going off. Yeah, right there. Oh, there's a McDonald's right there. Look at that. There's a McDonald's right there. Drive-through empty. The drive-through. Oh, we got to get off these steel plates. These steel plates are noisy. It's like a rumbling earthquake, hurricane through these streets. All this traffic. This is what happens when you drive 5 o'clock. You get all the traffic. I'm out here in the suburbs. In the suburbs. Since when does Maserati make SUVs? That's a Maserati SUV to the left. Look at that. You see that? It's a white Maserati SUV. Since when did they make SUVs? Maserati always made cars. You know they made SUVs. Oh yeah. See, look at that. Look at that traffic. Look at all of that traffic. Oh man. We gotta get some petrol. Gotta get some petrol, and we gotta get some gotta get something to eat.
I heard you coming back, man, when I got to California. On my radio at the same time. Walking Key, 356 Louisiana.
I saw all that traffic back there. It's terrible. We're trying to skedaddle our way around it. Damn, they got lots of cameras here on these poles. They got lots of these cameras on these poles, and I know what to look for, so I could find all the cameras that they got. They got so many cameras on these poles. It's like you can't get away. You can't get away from the. You can't get away from the camera boys. They want to take your picture, they'll take your picture, then they'll send you a nice little ticket right to your house. Ha ha ha! Ha 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 ha! They'll send you a ticket. Ooh, what is that smell? I smell burgers. What restaurant is that? Let's see, what restaurant is around here? I smell burgers. Oh, it's a diner. It's a diner. Look at that. It's a diner. I wonder if that diner is 24 hours or if it's just a daytime diner. Yeah, it's a diner right there in the corner. Right corner. That's where that sweet succulent smell is coming from. Look at the stores here. There's so many stores in the suburbs. There's so many stores in the suburbs, and look at all those decorations. They got decorations in there and everything. I gotta start filming this stuff in widescreen mode because I don't like this mode. I don't like this mode. This mode I can't see anything to the left, to the right. Yeah, I can't see anything to the left and to the right. I can only see straight on. And I can see the big old blue sky that's actually black. It's nighttime now. It's nighttime. The sky is black, but it's showing up as a little bit blue on my phone. Why is that? It's just the camera quality. The light sensor in this camera is picking up a lot of light. So it's picking up all the dim lights. It's picking up all the dim lights. That's why the sky is a little blue, but it's nighttime now. It's nighttime. It's nighttime. The vampires come out. Nighttime hours. I got the chicken band radio. There's a woman walking by herself there in the right lane on the sidewalk there. Look at all this traffic that's out here. I hate driving at this time, but I'm driving at this time because of how do you say, I had a business arrangement. So I had to take care of some business. That's why I'm out here. But you usually don't catch me driving around 5 p.m. There's no way you catch me driving around at this time. I drive around at late night, late night, after 9 p.m. 9 p.m. and after, where it's a lot less traffic. I can't deal with all these idiots. These are all idiots. They don't even know where they're going. They know where they live, but they don't even know where they're going. See, look at those high brights. All those people that got the high brights there on the other side of the road. Not only don't they know where they're going, but they can't even see. They can't even see the road. Oh no. They got the high brights on. They blinded me. They blinded everybody else on the road. But who cares? Just as long as they can't see, right? We got to turn here somewhere. Where do we got to turn here? Look at, you see this? Look at this traffic mess. And that's where we got to turn. We got to turn right there at that green light. Yeah, look at all these idiots. What is that? That's a court? That's a courthouse. Yeah, that's a courthouse. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're going to turn right here. We're going to turn. We're going to turn. Turn and burn. Yeah, YouTube doesn't like music because I would be playing music. YouTube doesn't like music. And YouTube apparently doesn't like talk shows. They don't like talk shows either. So the only thing I could play now is my chicken band radio, and I could play the chicken band radio, and I could play the police band radio, and I could play everything else on the commercial radio. On my receivers, I have receivers, I have scanners, I have all that, I have everything. But we bought the chicken band out with us tonight. We're gonna see how long this battery lasts. I got it charged all the way up to 100%, but I'm gonna see how long it lasts. It should last 4 hours, even though it says it'll last longer, but that's nonsense. It usually lasts a good 4 hours. 4 hours of video, then we got to plug in back into the charger. There's somebody with a stinky car in front of me. Oh man, that stinks. All that stink got inside my car. Now my car smells like some of these gas fumes. I gotta blow that air out with the filtration system in here. Oh. That's another thing I hate is going behind some of these diesel truckers. Filthy cars. Is this guy stalking her? Yeah, you're a stalker. You are a stalker. Did you see that? He was stalking the lady that works in that office. Now, he was there for like 3 minutes before I realized what he's doing, and I put him on video so everybody could see that he's stalking. He's stalking that woman that's working there. Yeah, you gotta bear with me because I obviously can't see the text while I'm driving, so you have to bear with me. I can only look at the text when I'm at the red light. That's the only place I can look at the text at the red light. But when I'm moving and the light is green, I can't look at that text. I can't see what the Mongols are typing. Oh yeah, look at this. Ooh, that's a big pothole. Oh, that's what those people are waiting for. They're waiting for the bus. There's a bus that comes down here. I didn't know that. Yeah, there's an actual bus that comes down this way. Look at that. There's an actual bus that comes down this way. Oh, that's a small gym. Called Recovery? What kind of gym is called Recovery? There's a small gym that's called Recovery. Yeah, good. Nice job there. Yeah, look at me too. Nice job. Cut me off. Now I gotta wait at the light. Oh boy, I know I'll never come down this way again at 5 p.m. 5 p.m. unless it's a business meeting. Unless it's a business meeting, when I have no business here, I will not come down here with all this traffic over here. Because after 9 o'clock, after 9 p.m., this starts getting empty. At 10 p.m., this gets empty. 10 p.m., it's all empty. You could drive all the way down; it's all empty. All these streets are empty. But only right now there's traffic because everybody's coming out of work, because everybody's going to these restaurants here on the left side, the right side. Yeah. Look at all these Christmas decorations they got here. That's one thing I like about this area is this suburb area of this particular city that I'm in. They made it look really nice. They made it look really nice with the decorations. But as soon as you leave this city, the city center, we're having connection issues.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure. Northeast. I've got a couple out there.
Yeah, nothing froze. It's still there. We're still alive. We're still back. We're live. We're back. Yeah, we're still here. We're still back. You know, that's a good thing about YouTube. Look at that. My stream did not end. it just temporarily waited until I got another cell site, until I got a better cell site. That's actually great. That is great work on YouTube's part. I love that. That is great work on YouTube's part. Yeah. So what I was saying is that's great work on YouTube and YouTube's part. Yeah. Oh, the traffic. Oh, the traffic. I let him go by because nobody else would have let that guy walk by, so I let that guy walk by. It only cost me 3 seconds of my time. I really didn't get anywhere further because the light was red anyway. I'm telling you, people are so rude. People were rude, and they're so rude. They only say, I gotta go first. It's where I go that matters. Forget about everybody else. That's how rude people are, man. I got 3 likes on this video. Wow. I usually only get 1 like. What's the miracle? Ah, look at this traffic mess. He can't make up his mind which way he's turning, which way he's going. That's all right. We can make up our mind. We're very decisive. we got a bunch of kids watching my program, but that's all right. This is an adult rated channel. None of my videos are for kids, but I got kids watching it anyway. And the only thing I wonder is how come, where are the parents? Where are the parents that allow 11-year-olds and 13-year-olds to use either their accounts or to make their own fraudulent accounts saying that they're over 18, when in fact they tell me that they're only 11 and 13 years old. Where are the parents? That's what I want to know. Yeah, Jibu's having a ball. Jibu's loving this video. She's having a ball. I missed the gas station because there's too much traffic. There's no way I could turn. So I got to make a series of 3 U-turns. I got to make a series of all these U-turns just to get around there. Okay, so U-turn 1, U-turn 2, U-turn 2, and U-turn 3. There we go. Three turns to turn into the gas station. Got to pump up some petrol. Because this gas guzzler runs on petrol. I'm not into those electric cars. Oh, look how cheap gas is here. $2.79. Do you see that? And it's got a Tim Hortons in there. It's got a Tim Hortons in there. Here we go. All the pumps, oh my God, all the pumps are taken. Every single pump is taken. Wow. This is like the worst nightmare situation. Every single pump is taken. These people are like mongoloids. They get the gas and they sit in the car and they wait. What the hell are you people waiting for? Finally, one guy pulls out. All right, we're gonna get some gas. Sit tight. Oh yeah, he got my tickets here too. I gotta pump the fuel now. All right. Well, we're back in here. Uh-oh, grabbed the wrong bag. Let's grab the other bag here. Put my tickets away. Oh boy, let's see here. We got my tickets. They finally fixed the machine. Yep, they finally fixed the machine. All right, we're going to take off in about 30 seconds here. Let's see, we got any messages yet? Yeah, I got the tickets, Jibu. I got the tickets. All right, now we're gonna start driving again. First, we're gonna get my large French fries from McDonald's.
But what the White House did, it just completely flipped on the idea that, an order had been given, is going to have to deal with accountability now. And
Look at these two retards. They're looking at the pump that I just pumped the gas from.
Jeannie, at the same time that the administration is defending the boat strike, President
Yeah.
Trump, he also plans
What are you looking at?
former Honduran President Hernandez.
It's a gas pump.
because of drug trafficking.
Oh, they're Chinese too. Oh, yeah. Chinese that don't know how to use a gas pump? Oh, that's the first time I've seen that in my life.
Yeah, it's such an important question because I think this is what the meeting Rick talked about. If they are truly deciding on the future of Texas, that is one thing. But if they are deciding on the U.S.'s approach to Venezuela,
All right, now we got to go out on the road here.
so this part is speaks to it.
And we're going to go to my world famous McDonald's.
Is that we are engaged with Venezuela in the way we have been to combat drug trafficking. It doesn't add up for people who know about what is coming out of Venezuela. But if you accept that, then why does
And get my 2 orders of French fries. And then I'm going to go later on. I'm going to go get my world famous barbecue chicken with yellow rice, tomatoes, lettuce, and raw onions. But that's later on. That's for like 8 o'clock, I think. Yeah, 8 p.m. I got 3 hours to kill. I got 3 hours. Right now it's going to be 6 p.m. I got until 9 p.m. to kill. So we're going to get my French fries. We're going to eat them. And then we're going to get the barbecue chicken with barbecue sauce. It's nicely grilled. It's cut up in nice pieces. Then we're going to get the yellow rice, lettuce, tomatoes, and raw onions. Got to have raw onions. Plenty of raw onions, I tell them to put on top. Let's see here. Somebody's running their mouth in a chicken band. Oh, yeah. We got chicken band. We're in primetime traffic here, stuck in primetime traffic. This is a once in a while type of mission. I don't do these missions often. Traffic. I'm not a traffic driver. I'm a very late night driver. I like driving late night where everything is leaned back. You could drive as fast as you want, and you don't have to worry about getting stuck behind people because the roads are all empty. Right now, it's the complete opposite. The roads are all full. The stores are all full. Everybody's honking their horns. People don't know where they're driving. They don't know where they're going. They got high brights on because they can't see. I figured it out, Jibu. I figured it out. They got their high brights on because the blind people can't see. They're blind and they're stupid. Oh, yeah. Look at that. See that? We made a third lane out of a lane that wasn't there just to make this turn here. We're in the land of turns. This is the land. This is the land. This is the land of no turns. This is the land of no turns. Oh yeah, we gotta wait. Oh, Lou was there. Oh yeah, we gotta make the turn here. I didn't realize Lou was there. Is she still there? Hold on, let me get to the red light here before I can check the messages. Well, the red light doesn't last long. There's only so many messages I can check here. But Lou, if you're there, what's up, Lou? I'm roaming in the Rover. I'm roaming here in the Rover behind these bunch of blind people and stupid people that just learned how to. Well, boy, I'm gonna go around this fool because I have a feeling. Oh, I knew it! I knew they would. I knew it! I knew I was gonna be stuck behind that fool. I had to go around him because I knew he was stupid, and boy, was he stupid. Oh yeah. All right, so we're back. We're going to the same area that has the bad service, so bear with me for another 2 or 3 minutes while I pass this bad service area. While I pass this bad service area. Oh, you know what I noticed? That was the area that had all the car sales. The car sales is the area that has the bad service. I think maybe they're using cell phone jammers. They're jamming the cell phones that provide the Wi-Fi service. Those sneaky little bastards. That's what's going on. Ah, I knew it. I knew it. It's going to be 6 p.m. It's going to be 6 p.m. Oh, look at that store. That store. I'm looking at the stores here on the left and on the right side. There was a store that was just filled with plants. The store was filled with plants and a whole bunch of plant baskets that you put the plants in. So we're going to this one specific McDonald's, which I hope still gives the large French fries as making them large instead of giving you a half full cup. I don't like it when they give me half full cups. I expect those cups to be filled to the brim. Or if they give me a half a cup, then that McDonald's is off of my list. I only go to McDonald's that give me full cups. Let's see. Now we can go to the text. Okay, so she said she left. All right, so we're just roaming along. We're heading to this one particular McDonald's to get me French fries. I might say that they're cheap with the ketchup. That's one thing about this McDonald's is this particular McDonald's, they give you good fries, but they're cheap with their ketchup. They only give you like freaking 3 or 4 little baggies of ketchup when you order 2 large French fries, not 1 but 2. I got to get everything in 2s or 3s. Look at all this traffic. You know, usually I drive with GPS in the background, but now I have GPS off. So I'm driving everything by memory. This is all being driven by memory. Well, that's the only place that the service was actually so bad that I got disconnected. That was the only place by all those car dealerships down there. Up here, the service is great. I got great service everywhere. It's just that one particular block. It's literally one particular block where all those car dealerships. Oh, what's this guy doing here now? You gonna turn or you gonna burn? You gonna turn or you gonna burn? Damn, I'm so hungry I could almost smell those French fries in the air. I could smell them. I don't quite have them in my mouth yet, but I could smell them. I'm so hungry. I had no time today to get any kind of food. I'm in starvation mode. The last time I ate was last night. I had no time, 0 time to get food. Am I in sport mode? I'm in sport mode. Why? Oh, that's why. I'm in sport mode. That's why the turbo keeps kicking on. Ha 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 ha. I thought I was in snow. I thought I was in snow mode. I got snow, sport, auto, eco, and off-road. I know I'm not in off-road mode, but I thought I was in snow mode because it's cold out here. It's about that temperature the ice starts forming. And no, apparently I'm not. Apparently I'm in sport mode, which is turbo mode. Sport mode equals turbo mode. I got all these horsies. Here comes the other high bright fool. They blinded me also. That's dangerous to be blinded like that because oh boy. Hey, Jibu, do you have an IHOP out there where you're at? Do you have an IHOP? Is there a restaurant called an IHOP by you? IHOP. IHOP. Because there's one over here by me. They're the ones that sell pancakes. They sell a lot of pancakes. They sell hamburgers, French fries. They got skillets of chicken skillets. All right, now I can look at the messages. Do they have an IHOP over there? In this city, yes. That's a yes for an IHOP? All right, I put the camera down. Yeah, you should definitely go to the IHOP, but make sure, because they have special sales that they put up sometimes over here. I don't know about over there where you're at, but over here by me, they put on sales from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. where all the dishes are half price. Otherwise, you're going to be paying full price. If you go there after 9 p.m. or before 3 p.m., you're going to be paying full price. So you have to look out for all kinds of specials that these places have. Like IHOP has that special. Denny's have that special. TGI Fridays never used to have a special. TGI Fridays was always was regular price. Ruby Tuesday, I believe Ruby Tuesday after 10 p.m. has all the appetizers half price. So you can get like the slice. See, there's the IHOP. There's the IHOP right there. You see it? Ooh, and it's filled. It's completely full. The parking lot is completely filled. Yeah. Yeah, we're not gonna wait. We're not gonna wait to go to IHOP. That's a line there. People are hungry right now. Hey, Jibu, did you watch video number 78? Did you watch it to the end of me driving home? Oh boy. What kind of bar name is Salty? I forgot the last name. Salty something. Could you imagine a bar name Salty something? Video number 78. Video number 78. The one with the with the spiritual apparition, the one with the ghost. The one with the ghost. Did you see from 30 minutes on? 30 minutes, actually 27 minutes. 27 minutes I drive through an area of Queens which has the private streets, which means that if you don't live there, you can't park on the streets. They have their own private security force, and it's where the rich people of Queens live. Not Manhattan, but Queens. The rich people of Queens live there. Those are the private streets of Queens. From 27 minutes, I was driving that area for about an hour, and then after that, I jumped on the highway and I headed home. I drove all the way home. Wow, look at all this traffic here. Traffic. And there's a bus. Oh, that's a school bus. Never mind, that's a school bus. This is a rich area also. Oh yeah. We're getting closer to the French fry department. We got to kill 3 hours. It's my French fry place. That's my French fry place. We're heading further. Oh yeah. Now we obviously increased the speed here. We're still not on the highway, but we're on a three-lane road that has a speed limit of 50 miles an hour. And there's still red lights and green lights and yellow lights. So it's a three-lane road. You ask why there's so many lanes. Well, that's because there's a lot of people out here. So you need all those lanes to drive. Hello. How about a radio check? Hello. Anyone got a radio on me? Hello. Hello. Anybody can give me a radio check? Hello. Anybody can give me a radio check. Hello. Anybody can give me a radio check. Going 50 miles an hour to get the French fries. Going 55 right now. Nope, now we got to slow down because we're catching up with this car in front of me. We're getting closer. We're still a couple miles down the road. We're getting closer to Mr. French Fry. We're getting closer to Mr. French Fry. Nope, we got to make that yellow light. Yellow means go. Out here, yellow means go. In the city, yellow means start braking. But out here, yellow means more gas. You got to give it more gas. Nope, I can see the golden arches. I can see them far down. Can you see the golden arches? Look how tiny they are. Look how tiny those golden arches are from here. They're tiny. Look at that. There's Burger King. You see Burger King on the left? There's Burger King on the left. There's Wendy's on the left. And there's McDonald's on the right. You see all three restaurants? Right there. We just passed Burger King. And we're going to pass Wendy's on the left. And the McDonald's is going to be on the right. And there's KFC too. There's KFC here on the right. There's KFC, and there's the Asian, the Japanese Asian food. The Japanese Asian food. The teriyaki chicken, teriyaki steak. Oh, look at that. My little video got 4 likes now. My little video got 4 likes. All right, there's the KFC. There's the KFC. There's the KFC, and here is the McDonald's. McDonald's. Yeah, we're pulling into McDonald's. Oh, yeah. Here we go. We're in a McDonald's parking lot. Oh yeah, look at Ronald McDonald himself. Is Ronald McDonald gonna come out to greet me? Look at that. That's McDonald's. That's the McDonald's drive-thru.
Bitcoin now valued at just above 85,000. It was 126,000 just 2 months ago. And days after it had to upgrade the software and all of its A320 jet Airbus that's Boeing's main rival, now has to inspect hundreds of those very same A320 planes for defective fuselage failures that could be already to aircraft deliveries. Plus, Rover anytime. The Jewish community wants to make charitable giving easy, impactful, and tax smart. New tax laws taking effect in 2026, now is an opportune time to open a donor-advised fund. With JCF, you can contribute appreciated assets, reduce your tax liability, and support the causes that matter most, all with personalized service and flexibility. Open your fund by December 31st to take full advantage of 2025 tax savings. Visit jcfny.org to get started. I work here. You know, that thing you have to wake up for every day. I know, I've made things a little difficult in the past. Okay, a lot difficult. But I got some help from UKG, and finally, I understand. Now, I'm making work better. I've even got AI agents helping me find new ways to help you, your people, and your business. Because when work works, it works. UKG.
Yeah, can I get 2 large French fries? That'll be all. And can I also get a lot of ketchup with them? What did you say the total is?
1062
I saw 968 on the screen.
plus X.
Text my ass. No good. They raised their prices. No good. We're going to Burger King. Screw them. No good. Screw them. They raised it by $1. So you know what? Screw them. Let them keep them. They're going to keep their French fries just for being cheap and to raise their prices once again. That's not what I paid last time. Last time I paid $1 less. So no good. Now they lost another customer. That McDonald's is off the box. They lost another customer. If all else fails, we go to trusty Burger King. Oh yeah, we're not gonna make McDonald's. We're not gonna make McDonald's stock owners richer. Screw them. We are not going to make the owners of the stock richer. No. As a matter of fact, I don't actually eat at any more restaurants that are corporately owned. In other words, that are owned by corporations which have stock shares for sale. So whatever corporation has the stock shares for sale, then they're no good.
Only South Carolina is profitable. We're just the most optimal, and we also are the most literate, and we make things, and so we're great trading partners. We've written
revenue. But the 13 colonies in the Caribbean, like Jamaica and Barbados, which are 90% enslaved people, that's where the engine of wealth for the British Empire comes from. And so,
Yeah, let me get 2 orders of large French fries.
Okay.
like human behaviors, I mean, there would not be
How much is that?
$8.67.
All right, and let me get 1 order of large onion rings.
Okay.
And that'll be all.
Okay, cantaloupe. Thank you.
Thank you. That was $13. $13. Come to this window. Come to the window. Yes, we come to the window. Come to the window. Hello. Yeah, let me get ketchup and let me get 3 sweet and sours.
That you're talking about, and I have to reconcile myself to the fact that when they were fighting for their liberty, they didn't mean everyone's liberty.
I learned that I had, on my mother's side, a place one person. And I took that with apprehension, and I knew that I have an answer to it, and I must stop in that position and tell them about who had moved to the justice because of the kind of work after the revolution. There's been a whole throughout. I do have one saving grace that I'm for those who came, and I'm also related to Robert Burns, the National Poet of Summit, who still says that he's in a college throughout the time in the time and that becomes an animating part of how we tell stories, not sort of interesting by the mind.
And can I get 1 barbecue sauce too? Thank you. They gave me sweet and sour, 3, and they gave me 1 barbecue sauce. 4. 4 of them sauces they gave me. Let's see if they gave me ketchup. Yep, they gave me ketchup too. They gave me ketchup too.
Everyone sitting and watching it. So how did that work began? What was it in your early life that led you to it?
You know, as many things for many people, the thing that has been the most significant for my growth has had to do with loss. My mother had cancer, began when I was 2 or 3. She died when I was 11, just a couple months short of my 12th birthday.
Oh yeah, we're gonna stop right here where people order, and we're gonna watch the people order.
And crying. I never seen
The
my
people
dad
ordering and going through. While we eat. Oh, look at this. Hold on. Let me show you the display in my truck. You see that snowflake there?
And I realized that film had given him the safe haven that nowhere else in his
You see that? You see that snowflake right there? The snowflake. Right there's a snowflake. That means it's going to snow. It's going to snow. That's what that snowflake means. It's going to snow. All right, now look at this. Look at what we got here. We got the we got the barbecue sauce. Let me put the light on there. All right, so we got the barbecue sauce. Oh boy. We got the sweet and sour sauces there. See that? We got four sauces. Each one of these sauces costs like what, 75 cents? And look at that. We got the French fries, 2 large French fries, onion rings. And look at all those ketchups. The ketchups are actually underneath the onion rings. See that? That's what we got. French fries, onion rings, and we got all those sauces there. And now here's the people ordering. Now we get to watch people order while I eat. While I eat my food, we get to watch people ordering their food.
Fragments of letters, photographs of your more recent work where you zoom in and you're panning across, you're using music, you're using sound effects. How much of that was born of necessity in that, let's take the Civil War documentary, you didn't have a lot of great people to work.
So we had photographs, and that's where the American Revolution had an even greater deficit, because photographs are real. You show a picture of Abraham Lincoln with his general at Antietam, and you just know it's so. But you don't have that. The variety of portraits of Washington are wildly varied. Some look
All right, so we got the sweet and sour here.
do look like him, and so you have to figure out a way, in this case, to make them come alive. It's the filmmaker's problem. Like, you have to have a complex sound effects track. In this case, in addition to a third-person narrator, I have been pioneering since the first film on Brooklyn Bridge. First-person voice is read by the finest actors in the world, and I would submit that the cast list for this film is better than any film
Yeah, so
ever.
pick up my onion rings. Take out my French fries.
I wonder, just let us know how you do them, because I think that you are very specific on how you want these people to sound. How do you know that that's how you're looking for?
All right, here we go. We got the French fries. We got the onion rings. We got the chicken band radio. See that? That's the chicken band radio. We got the onion rings. Got the French fries. You see those G-Boo? See those golden nice French fries filled to the brim? Then we got our sauces here. We got the three. You see that? We got the three sweet and sour and 1 barbecue sauce that we opened up there. We're going to open up this one next. We got plenty of ketchups here. Oh yeah, now we're gonna eat. See that, G-Boo? G-Boo, do you see that?
I've worked with him now close to 25 years, and he is so generous that if you wanted somebody to read the back of your cereal box or the phone book, he'd be the guy to do it.
What you're saying about Tom Hanks does explain to me why I knew he was in the series, and as I watched the episodes, I was like, which one is Tom Hanks? Because I couldn't recognize his voice. Now I understand.
I'll tell it back. This is exactly what I love.
You did bring in one new thing in this series you hadn't done before, Ken, and that's the reenactment. There's a lot of reenactment. Why? Is it because in the TikTok generation you don't need a visual device?
I have no photographs. I have no history. We spent more than 5 years filming reenactment groups in French and British and militia and Continental and Native American, black troops, whatever, women, children that are always there in the battlefield. And we collected a critical mass of them so that we can use them as if we've gone to the National Archives to pick up the photographs of that. We treated them in a very impressionistic way. We don't see faces, we see silhouettes, we see cannon fire, and all that means that we're not asking them to reenact a specific battle, we're asking them to participate and to give a sense. And if you add complex, in some cases, 150 different soundtracks, along with the music, the third-person narrator read by Peter Coyote, and then some of the voices that you and I have been talking about, then you get a sense that you're there, and there's a coldness that you can feel in the winter scenes. There's a hotness you can feel in the summer scenes when 20 British soldiers were dying in the march across New Jersey every day just of heat.
More from my conversation with documentary filmmaker Ken Burns coming up. I'm Michelle Hussain, and this is Bluebird.
This is New York's only 24-hour source for world markets and breaking business news. Argo 1130. Coming up, the latest market-moving headlines from Bloomberg. First, an update from our partners at CBS News.
CBS News brief. The White House confirmed today there was a second strike on a suspected drug boat back in September, even though there were survivors from the first strike. CBS's Ed O'Keefe.
In the view of the White House, President Trump and Secretary Hegseth have made it clear that presidentially designated narco-terrorist groups are subject to lethal targeting in accordance with the laws of war.
West Virginia's governor provided an update today on the National Guardsman who survived last week's attack in Washington.
The family is going through a very difficult situation right now as Andrew fights to survive.
A powerful storm is sweeping across the northern part of the country with heavy snow. Meteorologist Craig Allen is tracking it as it aims for the northeast.
Over 60 million people under some sort of winter weather advisory, winter storm warning, and the possibility of not just snow, but icing will remain as well.
CBS News Brief. I'm Cammie McCormick. Markets, headlines, and breaking news 24 hours a day at Bloomberg.com, Bloomberg Television, and the Bloomberg Business app. This is the Bloomberg Business Flash.
From Bloomberg World Headquarters in New York, I'm Doug Krisner. Let's update top stories and market action. Bit of uneasiness today in the equity market thanks to a sell-off in cryptocurrencies. We had Bitcoin in New York trading down by more than 6% to around 85,000. At the moment, 86,630. Now, today's drop in New York trading did force liquidation of nearly $1 billion in leveraged crypto positions. And as I mentioned, a bit of a rebound in early Asian trading. At the same time today, this cloud over the equity market was tied to a rout in Japanese debt. It seemed to ripple right through global bond markets. Japan's two-year borrowing cost climbed above 1% for the first time in 17 years. That came after BOJ Governor Ueda talked up the prospect for a rate hike. And the treasury market stateside, we had yields spiking across the curve. At the long end, the 10-year was up nearly 7 basis points to 4.08%. So that's where the action will begin in the Tokyo session.
I just realized I parked in front of a dead tree. Well, it's not dead. It's the sap went down for the winter because it's freezing temperatures here. So the sap went down for the winter, and the tree appears dead. But it won't be alive until next spring.
Up about 1.6%. On the other hand, Robinhood market stock was down 12% today, given that fresh slide in major cryptocurrencies. A large share of Robinhood's transaction-based revenue does come from customer trading in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Dogecoin. Right now, the early going in Sydney is positive. The ASX 200 is up about 0.4%. Global news 24 hours a day, and whenever you want it. With Bloomberg News Now, this is Bloomberg.
The Fed's top names are on Bloomberg Radio. Fed Governor Stephen Byron.
I would absolutely vote for a 25 basis point cut if my vote was a marginal vote. There's no question about that.
San Francisco Fed President Mary Daly. We cannot take our eyes off inflation. Americans have endured high inflation too long. St. Louis Fed President Alberto Mussolini. With the latest headlines from the Fed. Listen on Bloomberg 1130 or anytime on the Bloomberg Talks podcast. Service carries by Tennessee. Contracts and exclusions at endurancewarranty.com. If you have a 2004 or newer vehicle that's out of warranty or about to be, Endurance is urgently notifying U.S. drivers about their low-cost vehicle coverage plans designed to save drivers thousands on rising vehicle repair costs. Those who qualify can pick their plan, coverage, and repair shop, roadside service, towing, and rental claims included. All covered.
Oh, yeah. We're eating Wendy's and we're hanging out in front of the Wendy's order thing. It's not a window, but it's a connected to the window. The order the order tower. We're looking at the people driving by and ordering food. While we stuff our mouths with what we got.
Now, your 3-day weather forecast on Bloomberg 1130.
Clouds stream in overnight, lows drops to the lower 30s in the city, colder in the suburbs. Rain developing Tuesday morning, a little wet snow mixed in at the start, north and west. Crazy high 40 to 45, warmer on Long Island. Rain ending Tuesday evening, then clearing, low in the lower 30s, colder in the suburbs. Partly mostly sunny Wednesday, we're only going to get up to 40. I'm Scott Kaplan with your 3-day forecast on Bloomberg 1130.
Bloomberg Radio, on demand, and in your podcast feed.
On the latest Masters in Business podcast, my conversation with Wilhelm Schmidt, CEO of Watchmaker, Aleinenzone.
It's like a package, like a box of chocolate. And our chocolate is craftsmanship, history, and design, and we stay very strict to it.
Some of the bigger brands put out watches in the millions of units. Rolex famously 2 to 3 million. Lange does a small fraction. Every piece is made by hand, assembled twice,
and not because we can't get it right first time, just to make that
assembled first, and then the pieces are taken apart and hand engraved and decorated.
Well, it's because we use the original sources. We believe that nothing is much better than German silver. That's the perfect material. It's been good for the last 150 years. So we believe in this, and we don't want to coat it, which means over time it will develop a very nice patina. The silver will get that little golden glue, which is beautiful. The problem is, you breathe on it or you touch it, it will look very ugly very soon, and you cannot even clean it and machine it. So that means to maintain aesthetical and technical perfection, you first have to make sure your movement is absolutely up to scratch. All tolerances are there, everything is adjusted, everything works. You go through the test, and if you have assurance that movement is like it has to be, it goes back to the watchmaker. He or she will disassemble it, clean it, put in the final decoration, because now you don't have to adjust anymore, because that's done.
Hear the full conversation on the latest edition of the Masters in Business podcast. Subscribe on Apple, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts. Plus, listen anytime on the Bloomberg Business app and Bloomberg.com.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. Nearly half the 16,000 truck driving schools in the U.S. may be forced to close. After a U.S. Transportation Department review found many of them are not complying with new government training requirements, some accused of falsifying, even manipulating training data. If you're seeing more empty storefronts, empty office buildings, it's because the Fed is warning commercial real estate holdings in community and regional banks may be in trouble because of higher interest rates, tighter underwriting standards, and declining property values. All of that weighing on those smaller lenders. On Wall Street today, stocks ended lower with a sell-off in Bitcoin and crypto-related stocks weighing on investors. The Dow today falling 427, the Nasdaq down 90, the S&P lost 36. And Disney's Zootopia 2 setting a global box office record for an animated film this past weekend. It raked in $556 million worldwide, about half of that in China. Tom Busby, Bloomberg Radio.
Rover Radio, on demand, and in your podcast feed.
On the latest Masters in Business podcast, my conversation with Wilhelm Schmidt, CEO of watchmaker Allianzana.
It's like a package. It's like a box of chocolate. You know, and our chocolate is craftsmanship, history, and design, and we stay very strict to it.
Some of the bigger brands put out watches in the millions of units. Rolex famously 2 to 3 million. Lange does a small fraction. Every piece is made by hand, assembled twice,
And not because we can't get it right first time, just to make them.
assembled first, and then the pieces are taken apart and hand engraved and decorated.
Well, it's because we use the original sources, but we believe that nothing is much better than German silver. You know, that's the perfect material. It's been good for the last 150 years, so we believe in this, and we don't want to coat it, which means over time it will develop a very nice patina. You know, the silver will get that little golden glue, which is beautiful. The problem is, you breathe on it or you touch it, it will look very ugly, very smooth, and you cannot even clean it. You have to machine it. So that means to maintain aesthetical and technical perfection, you first have to make sure your movement is absolutely up to scratch. All tolerances are there, everything is adjusted, everything works. You go through the test, and if you have assurance, that movement is like it has to be, it goes back to the watchmaker. He or she will disassemble it, clean it, put in the final decoration, because now you don't have to adjust anymore, because that's done.
Hear the full conversation on the latest edition of the Masters in Business podcast. Subscribe on Apple, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts. Plus, listen anytime on the Bloomberg Business app and Bloomberg.com. This is a special edition of the podcast Spotlight Hour on Bloomberg Radio. Bloomberg blog Jim Rocco is off today. Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcast, radio, news.
This is the podcast Spotlight Hour on Bloomberg Radio.
I'm Michelle Hussein, and you're listening to some highlights from this week's The Michelle Hussein Show
All right.
podcast on Bloomberg Radio.
I ate 3 of those sauces already.
The acclaimed documentary filmmaker Ken Burns. We talk about his latest project, about politics and discourse, and what he's thankful for. Now, I'm going to read the words that you put right at the end of the series, and forgive me because clearly I'm not Meryl Streep or Laura Linney or Claire Danes or any of the amazing voices that you had in, but these are such striking lines. Benjamin Rush in 1787 saying, "The American war is over, but this is far from being the case with the American Revolution. On the contrary, nothing but the first act of the great drama is closed. It remains yet to establish and perfect our new forms of government. Patriots, come forward. Your country demands your services." Hear her proclaiming in size and groan, in her government, in her finances, in her trade, in her manufactures, in her morals, and in her...
Oh, look at that. There's a guy with a Christmas tree on top of the roof.
I mean, I'm feeling emotional reading these words.
Do you see that, Jibu?
Ed Norton, the great actor, reads that as he does many characters in the film.
But Ken, are you saying the revolution is not over?
Yeah, it's all of the spirit that moves you in that moment. But there's something interesting. We sometimes focus on the phrase pursuit of happiness and argue about happiness means the right to make as much money as possible. This is what worried the founding fathers. They thought the pursuit of happiness was lifelong learning. But the key word here is pursuit. This is a process story. The Declaration has it, we're in pursuit of happiness. The Constitution 11 years later has it, a more perfect union. We're a nation in the process of becoming. So everyone knew that the original document the Constitution that would not be ratified if it wasn't immediately amended by some things, some basic rights that all of the people who fought for wanted to have. And that was going to continue to be tinkering with this machine to perfect it. So that meant in 1789, when the United States government actually took the Constitution of 2 years before and put it into action, it meant all right now,
Oh, boy.
21 years old. And so the story of the American adventure, which Benjamin Rush stood right away, insane we are protected. And that, I think, more often than not, people say this is it. And just as in the Bible, the Old Testament says in Ecclesiastes, there's nothing new under the sun. Most human beings believe that nothing would ever change. There are people from Wales and England and Scotland and Ireland who have worked the desert land for 1,000 years. Their family members have worked it for somebody else, and they come here, and they now own a plot of land they've taken from Native Americans. But they own it, and they feel the sense of the possibility of things actually changing. And I think what is, in some ways, one of the biggest takeaways is the perfectibility of human beings. And in fact, that's the beauty of ancient Russian state. It doesn't mean you have to kill people every 20 years. Jefferson famously said many years later that the tree of liberty should be watered with the blood of tyrants and patriots every 20 years. You don't need to do the violence. What human beings always do.
But I guess I'm asking other aspects of what has happened this year that you're talking.
No, I have to be disciplined. That science is complicated. Famous satirist Mark Twain is doesn't. No event has happened twice, but it rhymes. That there's nothing new under the sun. But it's
Message retracted. What does that mean? That means you deleted your own message. Huh? Oh, what did you say, Jibu? You deleted your own message there.
that were happening when we began this project. When Barack Obama was president, changed in the next year, and the next year, and the next year. They're different ones, and if you pay attention to them, you think you're done. But today is a school day in the United States, and hundreds of classrooms are looking at like 35-year-old films on the Civil War. That Lewis and Clark film I made. So some of the old films from World War II and jazz and baseball. And on our recent film of the U.S. and the Holocaust and many others, because they're evergreen, because we did not succumb to the desire to say, isn't this so much like today?
But what about your next work? That's what I wonder about, because you've always worked on with PBS, and PBS is President Trump wants to end federal funding for public broadcasting.
She's still on Be Right Back, huh?
I feel optimistic that in a selfish way, I'll be as particular on it, and PBS will continue, and the only place to put on myself, I could, with my reputation, go to other places and get all the money I need to do the revolution, $30 million plus, but they wouldn't give me 10 years to do it, right? Yeah. They wanted it a year and a half, and I don't make films that are this complicated and this deep in that amount of time. I don't know how to do it, and my answer off to the people who can, but I think the reason I occupy a position as I do in my country is because I spend that time to do it right, that I don't put any of my personal politics in it, and that I speak to everybody, and there is in this film something for everybody here, not because we're trying to be all things to the all people, but if you tell a good story, it would be like saying, well, Shakespeare is only good for liberal Democrats. That's poppycock, right? He appeals to this day because of the truth he was able to get to everyone.
What stories are you telling next?
Well, we're working on a film. We have been for several years in the history of LBJ, Lyndon B. Johnson, and the New Deal. His hero was FDR. It's a very complicated thing. We'll curtail that. We're doing a film on Reconstruction, which is the most misunderstood period in American history, that post-war period where the North was attempting to rebuild the South and integrate Black Americans into it, and its collapse is the disaster. However, Birth of a Nation and Gone with the Wind suggests that the actual reconstruction, the attempt at equalization, was the bad thing, and that in both of those films, the Ku Klux Klan, which is our own homegrown Al Qaeda or ISIS, were the heroes of that story, and when in fact they are the villains of that story.
And as you are on Thanksgiving episode, can I ask you,
Oh, yeah.
what are you grateful for?
Well, I am grateful that I am an American. I am incredibly patriotic, as my children and my grandchildren will tell you. Probably with no small amount of discomfort that every year before even the 4th of July, I make them listen to me read the Declaration of Independence. Each time I get a little choked up, as you were and I were listening to Benjamin Rush's words, and now my kids will offer other readings, or I'll give it to my grandkids who are learning to read. I'm very, very grateful, and I think gratitude is the missing ingredient in our degraded political lives these days. Everything is binary, and it's not. It's so complicated, and yet I have as history will do, an essential optimism. I'm grateful for the fact that being a student of history permits me to have a kind of sense that the human race will figure this out, that the imbalances of the moment, and we're all so narcissistic, our moment is the worst, we're chicken little, the sky is falling, it's all bad, that I can point out in this American Revolution, it's much more division back then, that it is a civil war, that it is a global war, and maybe by seeing their own reflection in these historical figures, well known or not well known, gives you a chance that for the first time in human history, people were no longer subjects under authoritarian rule, but citizens with all of the responsibilities attendant to that. And it's been, on the whole, with lots of problems, a positive in the course of human events, as Thomas Jefferson said.
And then thank you for taking us into the past and talking about the present as well. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you.
Thank you for listening to some of the highlights from my podcast. To hear the full conversation, subscribe to the Michelle Hussein Show wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Michelle Hussein, and this is Bloomberg.
From the financial capital of the world, 24 hours a day at Bloomberg.com and the Bloomberg Business app. This is WBBR New York. Bloomberg. Coming up, the latest market-moving headlines from Bloomberg. First, an update from our partners at CBS News.
Follow-up strike on alleged Venezuelan drug boat. It was the head of U.S. Special Operations Command who ordered it.